I had my own experience living in Brazil for a year with a family and a little infant that it got a tapeworm, and nobody knew how to deal with that.
Viruses require a host cell to replicate. Why do you think that's important to know the difference? One of the reasons it's important to know is that if we're trying to treat or kill a bacteria or a virus, we have to know what their setup is. Hepatitis itself. Now, most of us probably are familiar with hepatitis. There's more than one type of hepatitis. And viral hepatitis, again, virus, so we know that it needs a host to continue, is a group of liver infections, and they're caused by 5 distinct viruses. So some people can have hepatitis and be asymptomatic for a very, very long time, and other people get very ill. Again, remember, viruses have to have a host. Kaposi sarcoma, that if the patient actually has Kaposi sarcoma, that's AIDS, right? Turns HIV into AIDS. The disease is caused by pox virus. We have smallpox, cowpox, mpox or monkeypox, which again was in the news here, I think last year. The way they're transmitted is through infected tissue. If it's ingested, then it ends up going through this one that is, I don't know that I think it's called Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, and it affects the neurological system and gets into the brain, and it's from infected beef. When I was reading this and doing the research, it made me think about those conditions that cows get where they have to end up culling the whole herd because of this infection. Remember mad cow disease? Interesting, zoonotic viral diseases. We don't even think about often as that being what it's called. Doing the research for this was a little bit fun. An example of a zoonotic influenza is H5N1 or H7N9. So you guys remember H1N1 and H5N1? Those are different types of avian flus that people were infected by birds. And the pandemic ones that were caused by animals is the Spanish flu of 1918, the Asian flu of 1957, the Hong Kong flu in 1968, and in 2009, the swine flu. These reached out globally. Well, we have to know what an enterovirus is, and it is usually passed around through communities. It's contagious, and it's usually people get that when they have poor hygiene practices. It is really exciting that we can maneuver and do some unique analytics. And then remember, on top of that, we're going to be able to use AI to give us more specificity and find trends that we wouldn't be able to do on our own. It will happen because it allows us to capture statistics better and integrate AI into the medical field even more than we're doing now.
Looking for medical coding, medical billing, and risk adjustment education? Learn more at cco.us.